on, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second installment of Joey JCM Techies. And today we're going to be talking about something that I looked up for myself and I couldn't find anything on it. As of the time of this recording, I could not find anything on what I'm going to be talking about today, and that is upgrading your micro SD card for the Nintendo Switch. Now, I found things that said upgrading your Switch, and basically they meant like just putting a micro SD card into the Switch. That's not what I'm trying to do here. If you guys remember my video on how when the Switch gets to 1,000 screenshots, they kind of force you to put in a memory card, even though you have plenty. I had plenty of space left. I had like 23 gigabytes left on my Switch, but it doesn't matter. When you get to 1,000 pictures on your Switch, 1,000 screen captures, they force you to put an SD card in there to continue to capture screens. But even when you put the card in there, no matter how big the card is, you can only still go up to now 10,000 screenshots. That might seem like a lot, but you know, when you're playing fucking Zelda and everything is so beautiful. So I could not continue playing Zelda without the ability to take screenshots. So I was like, alright, just whatever, I'll shove this in there for now, and I need to do this. So when this happened, I only had an 8 gigabyte micro SD card laying around. Now I have this extra 256 gigabyte memory card, micro SD card, that I was like, you know what, I think this is going to go towards my Switch. But now that I have that bigger micro SD card, I want to upgrade from my 8 gigabyte to my 256 gigabyte. Now, since I couldn't find anything on this, I was like, I have to do this for myself. You could do it with 3DS, you could do it with all this other stuff, transfer stuff on the computer and everything. So I was like, you have to be able to do this. So can you upgrade your micro SD card for your Nintendo Switch? The answer is yes, you can. And I'm going to tell you how to do it. But there is a little snag here that I ran into that I'm also going to tell you about in case this happens to you, and you'll know that if it does happen to you that there is a way to fix it. Unlike when it happened to me, I kind of panicked a little bit, but I was like, I kind of feel like I can fix this, and I did, thank God. So first of all, if you want to take your SD card out, you should turn your Switch completely off. And if you don't know that you can actually turn your Switch completely off and actually restart your Switch, those options are there. A lot of people don't know about it though. I didn't at first, until when it was the Splatoon global test fire. A couple people actually had this problem where their online got like messed up. So I looked it up and it said you have to restart your Switch. It said restart my Switch. All I know is about the sleep mode, you know, when you hold down the home button and stuff. So basically, turn your Switch off completely or restart. You hold down the power button until this screen pops up. And when that screen pops up, you press power options and then you click turn off your Nintendo Switch. And then you lift up the kickstand there, and you have to push in, and then it pops out. That's how you get your micro SD card out of your Switch. Now, I have a SD card reader on my computer. Some people don't have that. If you don't have that, it's okay. They sell SD card adapters. So what I did here, just like I did with 3DS in the past, and I think upgrading from 3DS to the new 3DS, which went from SD cards to micro SD cards. When the files pop up, create a new folder on your computer and just transfer all the files from the SD card into the new folder onto your computer. Now you're going to take the old memory card out and you're going to insert the newer micro SD card into the SD card adapter, and now you're going to plug those into your computer. So you're simply going to just take your files that you put onto the computer, now you're going to drag those back and put them and drag them onto the new bigger micro SD card. And you're pretty much ready to go. And I thought I was. Now here's the snag that I ran into. So I plugged the new micro SD card into my Switch. And what happens is, I get this prompt that says, because this is a micro SDXC card, the Switch just had to download like a little update.
Let's do this. Oh man. Oh no.
Okay, fine.
So let's do the update, guys. Ooh, exciting. Alright guys, we're gonna do the update and here we go. Woo! Console will restart once the update is complete. Any suspended software will be closed. That's fine. Let's do it. Update complete already. Oh my god. Oh, okay. And there we go. I thought I was going to have to walk away for a second, but that was like literally like a second. Very cool. So I guess we're waiting for the console to restart. I see it in the dock doing its thing, and there it is. Okay.
So I check everything, I check the gallery, and all of a sudden all the extra screenshots I had on my old card are all of a sudden not there. I'm like, I know I transferred them to the new card. Then I check a couple other things, stuff isn't there. I said, what the hell happened? I kind of panicked for a second, but then I realized that when the Switch asked for the update for the micro SDXC card, it pretty much formatted my micro SDXC card. So everything pretty much got erased. If you go from regular micro SD card to regular micro SD card, you might not have this problem. But if you're doing what I'm doing, going from a regular micro SD, I guess, to a micro SDXC or some other kind of micro SD card, and you transfer everything and the Switch winds up formatting your stuff, it's okay. We still have the files, or you should still have the files on your computer. So you're gonna take it out of the Switch, put it in the SD card adapter, plug it into your computer, and those files that you had transferred from the original one, now you're just gonna put them back on the new SD card. So what I did was I went into each folder and I made sure everything matched. Now that everything matched up, I said, let's try this again. And then sure enough, I checked, everything was there. Everything was back to normal. Screenshots were there. Everything was fine. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to upgrade your micro SD card and you originally had a smaller one in the Switch and you want to upgrade your Switch micro SD card to a bigger one, you can do it. And if you do run into the snag that I did, there's a little advice how to fix it, and that is how you do it. Guys, let me know what size card you have in your Nintendo Switch. Let me know if this answered a question that you had. Or maybe you're thinking of upgrading your card, and now you're like, holy shit, thank you JCM for letting me know that this is possible, and if I do run into that problem, I will be good. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Joey JCM. I'm gonna go continue taking screenshots, but that's it for now, and I will see you later. Wow!